This is Steve Farhood for Seminole Warriors Boxing. Arthur Abraham is the current IBF middleweight champion of the world. He's undefeated, 27-0, 22 knockouts. He's been champion since December 2005, which makes him one of the longest reigning active world champions in the entire sport. On November 8th, Abraham will make his 8th title defense against Raul Marquez, 3 p.m. Eastern, live from Germany. We're looking at Arthur Abraham make his 7th defense, which came against Elvin Ayala. This fight was in March 2008, and what we saw is confirmation that Abraham is not only arguably the best middleweight in the world, but one of the best fighters in all of boxing, regardless of weight class. He's made 7 successful defenses, and in those fights, we've seen Arthur Abraham fight a variety of styles. We've seen him back up, we've seen him come forward, and what you'll see in this fight is why he's established a reputation as not only a highly skilled and very tough middleweight and a champion, but a dangerous middleweight with one-punch knockout power. And this is the 12th and final round of this fight, so Arthur Abraham certainly does not tire in his fights. He's an all-action fighter. His toughness is well established. He's won in a variety of ways. And in this fight, Ayala, who was good enough to have fought to a draw with Sergio Mora from Contender fame, Mora went on to win a world championship, Ayala rallied in the late rounds of this fight. So he's coming on now in the 12th round. Abraham's still ahead on points, but what we're about to see is Arthur Abraham's devastating one-punch power. This is what makes him not only an outstanding long-reigning champion, but a very, very exciting fighter as well. This fight took place in Holstein, Germany, and Arthur Abraham, at times in this 12th round, invited Ayala to come and punch at him to give him opportunities. And you're about to see how that paid off. Right here, look for the left uppercut. Devastating one-punch knockout power, Arthur Abraham. We really learned about Abraham's quality as a middleweight and as a champion when he made a defense against Edison Miranda in September '06. Edison Miranda, power puncher from Colombia. At the time, he was 26-0 when he challenged Abraham, and he was considered just about as dangerous and a challenger as anyone in all of boxing. Big puncher, Edison Miranda, and this was the fight where we learned how tough Arthur Abraham is. Not just how dangerous and skilled he is, but how tough. Because Arthur Abraham went on to win this fight, a 12-round unanimous decision, and he did so fighting almost the entire fight with a broken jaw. Miranda, a big puncher, you could see his confidence, but Abraham very calm, blocking, picking off the shots. This was a brutal fight, perhaps the most brutal fight in all of 2006. And for Arthur Abraham to survive a broken jaw in this fight and go on to win, well, that tells you all you need to know about his toughness. He's proven that he's a champion who's going to stick around. He's made 7 successful defenses. And on November 8th, live from Germany, he'll make his 8th defense of the IBF middleweight title, 3 p.m. Eastern, against former junior middleweight champion Raul Marquez. The Abraham Marquez fight, originally scheduled for October 4, but was postponed when it was reported that Abraham was hospitalized with the flu. Arthur Abraham showing his championship qualities against a middleweight no one wanted to fight at the time, Edison Miranda.
November 8th, live from Germany, fight fans from around the world. Get ready to witness the explosive punching power of the IBF world champion, Arthur Abraham, as he defends his middleweight world title for the 8th time against the rough and rugged former world champion, Raul Marquez. These two warriors will come head-to-head, and fists will fly on November 8th. Abraham versus Marquez. Check your local pay-per-view provider. Also available in Spanish. Don't miss it.
Former IBF junior middleweight titleist Raul Marquez on November 8th will challenge the IBF middleweight champion Arthur Abraham, who will be making his 8th defense against Marquez in Germany. Raul Marquez is a fight fan's dream. He's an established veteran, 37 years old, and every time out, fight fans know what to expect from Raul Marquez. That's excitement and drama because he bleeds, he comes forward, he takes punches, and he keeps coming. You see him here against Giovanni Lorenzo. This is the fight that directly led to Marquez getting a shot on November 8th against Arthur Abraham. Raul Marquez, 1992 US Olympian. He was on that team with Oscar De La Hoya. He may outlast De La Hoya and everyone else from that 92 team. He is 37 years old, a former junior middleweight champion of the world, 41-3-1 with 29 knockouts. That record tells you all you need to know about Raul Marquez's style. Now this fight against Giovanni Lorenzo, who was 26-0 at the time, came in June '08. It was a title eliminator, and Marquez, who was making a comeback after having been retired in 2004, had to have this fight to extend that comeback and reach his goal, which is obviously to fight for the world title. Because he beat Lorenzo in this very close, exciting fight, he will get the shot. November 8th, live from Germany against IBF middleweight champion Arthur Abraham. That'll be 3 o'clock Eastern on pay-per-view. Marquez-Lorenzo, very close fight all the way through at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. And Marquez won this fight. It was a close decision, but no one argued with the decision because Marquez fought very strongly, took the fight to Lorenzo over the last 2 rounds, fought through his own blood. That's not unusual for Marquez, but he's a strong fighter. He's an experienced fighter, and when you fight him, you know you're going to get an aggressive southpaw style coming at you all fight. Interestingly, Arthur Abraham has not defended against a lefty yet during his IBF middleweight title. Now the Abraham-Marquez fight promises to be full of action because you have Marquez by himself. Every time he fights, you know you're going to get excitement. But Abraham is a tough, rugged champion as well. He's proven himself, having made 7 defenses of the IBF title. The fight in Germany will be very, very exciting, if not thrilling, because of the styles of the fighters. You see Marquez cut over the right eye, badly cut. This is toward the end of the fight, and he just keeps coming on. Lorenzo, much younger, 11 years younger, couldn't match Marquez's energy here late in the fight. And you get the same type of action from Raul Marquez every time out. November 8th, live on pay-per-view. What fans can expect when Arthur Abraham makes that 8th defense against Marquez is an exciting and dramatic fight. Marquez makes for dramatic fights. Abraham has the ability to fight in a number of styles. He can back up, he can come forward. He'll probably try early in the fight to box Marquez a little bit, but invariably what will happen is that it will turn into a war. Marquez has a way of making that happen. Abraham has never ducked a fight, and it will be a 12-round war when these two meet. Raul Marquez, a winner, earning his title shot against Abraham by beating Giovanni Lorenzo.
November 8th, live from Germany, fight fans from around the world. Get ready to witness the explosive punching power of the IBF world champion, Arthur Abraham, as he defends his middleweight world title for the 8th time against the rough and rugged former world champion, Raul Marquez. These 2 warriors will come head-to-head, and fists will fly on November 8th. Abraham versus Marquez. Check your local pay-per-view provider. Also available in Spanish. Don't miss it.